I got your wig, ho. Ha ha. You're mad. Miss Wikiana. Miss Wikiana.
I haven't even known you that long, and you've been like the most loyal person, like to me. Whitney, that makes no sense.
Oh my God.
Brittany, I don't know why you're chiming in on anything, saying the fact that you recorded this whole group.
Oh my
And
gosh.
once everybody got like a little tipsy, they forgot about it.
Brittany, why are you so quiet down there?
Oh, I'm just internalizing.
Internalizing what, man?
I'm everything.
What part? The part that you got caught?
Never done that to each other once, never.
We don't even do that to each other when we're hating each other.
I did this. I did this. I did this. Don't defend me. I've already told you my intentions.
Brittany, the story has changed like 4 times now.
You can take a little video, and I was trying. Listen up. I know.
Do you think this is like a joke, what you're doing here? Because it feels like you're starting all kinds of stuff with everybody. You started all kinds of horrible things about me that were false.
Horrible
with
things?
Zero truth.
Seriously?
I don't know why you tell anyone I threw up, because I told you I didn't throw up. Let's be clear. You are a liar.
I'm not interested in you anymore.
That's really extra low. Well, clearly I don't have any friends here.
No, you have friends here. Brittany.
If she runs off, let her go.
No, Rachel and Margaret came over the other day, and I guess Rachel and Jeff Fessler are gonna throw Jen Fessler a birthday party. I love Jen Fessler, and I definitely want to go to her birthday. But you know, everyone's gonna be there. Like, you know, your sister's gonna be there.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to believe you. You know, I do, but every time I believe you, you screw me. And every time
screw you, okay.
you listen,
okay.
And you do. And I gave you the benefit of doubt, and I don't want nothing from you. You know what I wanted?
What?
A family.
Me too.
I wanted a brother-in-law.
Me too.
And I
me
wanted
too.
my
Me
sister.
too.
When
Me too,
she
I know what you want.
When she came home from prison, she was the best after that. She was humble. We talked every day. I called her. I love that. Didn't I call you every day?
Because we were filming.
What?
Yeah.
We were filming?
Yeah.
Come on, Teresa, stop with your nonsense.
You dragged me through the mud for 10 years, you and your wife. You
I dragged you through the
allowed your
mud?
wife to do
We
that.
dragged
yes.
you? Dragged you through
wanted
the mud?
this.
Why? Because
you
I
came on
joined
the
the
show
Real
behind
Housewives
my
of New
back.
Jersey?
You wanted this.
You give a
No.
Do you have anything to say about Teresa?
I really don't want to answer any questions about Teresa this year.
Okay, so I would, bitch, this damn microphone cord. Okay, I would really appreciate if Melissa meant what she said by not wanting to discuss Teresa any longer, because look, I've had enough of the family fucking storyline, as I'm sure everybody has had enough, as it has gone on for how many seasons of this family feud? No more, okay? But I don't think you really mean that you don't want to talk about Miss Teresa anymore, because where would your storyline be? And besides that, in every other fucking interview, you're talking about Miss Teresa. And I'm not going to play Miss Teresa like she's some angel, because Teresa talks about Miss Melissa and Miss Josephine in interviews too, when she said she wanted to be done with their ass as well. So, do y'all really want to be done with each other or what? Because y'all are still talking about each other. When I'm done with a bitch, I want to be done with them. I want them out of my face. I want them out of my mouth. I want them out of my mind. I don't want to see them any longer. But y'all are still talking about each other. Okay, I'm just wondering.
I enjoyed this season a lot.
Different good or different bad?
Good. For me, it was a good season. I really enjoyed this one.
Do you feel in a way, I know Teresa's also said, like, I'm done. In a way, is it like, there's no more will we, won't we? It's just like, it's done, that's it.
The feeling is mutual.
Right, so doesn't that feel good in a way? It's released?
Amazing.
Yeah. What about for you? Does it feel, I mean, it's got to be bittersweet, but still, at least it's not this, like, hanging like a tooth.
Yeah, I mean, whatever she wants. It's her wish, and that's how we see it.
Her wish is our command.
You know, the show itself this year, I think, is refreshing and really good. I just think there's so much grossness out there with social media and what it looks like my sister-in-law and Jen have done. It's pretty embarrassing for them and pretty gross. And the way that they just keep going around and doubling down is I'm just embarrassed for them at this point. Let me just say it that way.
Look, I know you Melissa stans and Teresa stans are going to be mad either way, but my point is, They don't have to answer any motherfucking questions about each other. They could easily go, I don't want to talk about that dusty bitch. I'm over that tired ass hoe. Okay? What about answering like that? Or if you want to be classy, you could just say, next question. But y'all don't want to do that because y'all realize y'all are each other's storylines. Maybe more so with Miss Melissa and Josephine. But y'all, again, claim that y'all are done with each other, but still are talking about each other. Okay, let's move on to the next scene, which is Miss Dolores, her man, and Teresa and her man.
Going to Jen Fessler's party?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, I'm going.
How do you feel about it? It'll be the first time we're all together since last time we were in New York.
I'm talking about before Louis showed up.
Everything's
because
negative.
you never, you and your wife,
before Louis showed up, we weren't close. You didn't come to our house. You didn't bring Louis over.
You never asked me to go out to dinner. You never took me out. You said we only go out. I only go out with couples.
You were single. You were out like crazy
every night. You went out with only single.
We take his single sister out all the time.
Yeah, but you were out.
She takes her single sister out all the time.
But the point is,
you were out every night with that with 20-year-olds. We weren't coming with you with couples.
Melissa, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
It doesn't matter.
I'm talking to my brother. Shut the fuck up.
No, because you're not going to lie about what we did for you.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
You're a liar.
I
don't want to talk to you.
I'm not a liar.
I don't want to talk to you. I'm talking to my brother.
It doesn't matter.
I'd like to hear from Louis.
Spewing lies.
I'd like to hear from Louis.
I'm not going to allow you to talk to my husband that way.
You lie.
You disowned us today, so guess what? Stop talking to my husband that way.
How about that? He's my blood.
Well, that's not what you said 20 minutes ago. You said you never want to see us ever again.
I don't.
Now he's your brother.
He is my brother. I can speak to my brother. It's the last time I'm going to speak to my brother. I can speak to my brother.
Oh, this is the last time you're ever going to. Oh, well, then I'll shut up. Hold on.
That's terrible.
Then let her get it out. Then let her get it out.
Never mind. That's
the last time.
Frank told Louis that they all met at Margaret's house before New York happened. Have a plan to go against Louis and I.
Last we heard in season 12, Frankie was working with Louis. What happened with that? Did Frankie leave the company or what?
No, Frankie's no longer with Louis.
Okay.
What happened?
He got another job, and that was it.
It's not about what I heard.
Why don't you tell us?
You tell it.
No, I'd love to hear.
Listen.
I'd love to hear your narrative.
Right now, I'm going to tell you what happened. Louis gave my son a job. He was very happy working with him, and I'm very thankful for Louis.
I won't say anything first.
I don't know what this rumor is, and I don't want to talk about Frankie at all in this cesspit of anything.
I've known Frankie all his life, and, you know, he told me some things.
Oh, my God. I don't know
Joe
what...
Gorga?
Yeah,
Melissa,
you're lying through your teeth. I don't know what happened to you, because I never said that to you.
Joe Gorga, this ends right here about Louis and Frankie's relationship, because they're very good. So that ends right here.
She doesn't want this story talked about.
You and I have never had a problem. I don't want one. I'm very happy and I'm very thankful for Louis and Frankie, and thank you for when you hired my son, and that's it.
So why are you upset?
I'm upset because I don't want to talk about anything about my son.
All right.
Frankie has a good job, and that's all that happened. That's it. I have no problem with that.
Okay. Is that what happened, Louis?
Dolores.
Next.
What happened, Joe?
Just chill.
Nothing, bro.
I'm all right.
Next.
You heard Dolores, right?
Yawn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this begs a lot more questions.
At the reunion, you had a pretty hefty envelope with you, and you alluded to Louis had contacted your ex in prison and tried to get the scoop, I guess, on what was going on, or tried to dig a little bit deeper. Before we get to what's happened in the past few days, how did you find out that he had contacted your ex? Like, when did you learn that there was some digging going on behind the scenes?
So just to correct that, I didn't just say that he contacted her. So I believe that investigation was done on myself and my wife. I know it was. And I know it was because when you do an investigation, you pull an Oprah request in townships that you want to find information out. And that Oprah request gets filled out by somebody. And then, I happen to have friends who tell me when these things are happening and there's Oprah requests being filled out. And then you can see who's filling them out. But he didn't just find her. And it's not really hard to find an inmate. You can find one. But I think, I personally think it was part of a campaign, a smear campaign that led her to think that there's more for her to come out. I mean, I haven't seen Britney since 2015. We're in 2023, guys, right? That's a long time that I haven't seen this girl. Haven't heard from her, haven't heard a peep. And then all of a sudden she pops up. I think she reached out to me during COVID 2020 on Facebook, if I'm being correct, just to ask how Jaden was. And I kept it very short. But that was it, So it's all part of a smear to me that I feel, and I kind of have some further information on. And I think that however they connected the pieces, it's here now, and I'm dealing with it.
I think that's super. I mean, honestly, once you bring family into it and just digging up dirt on past relationships and everything else that's going on, it's just so sensitive that we were completely behind you just popping off. And even at the end, when he comes over and does that fake apology and he's like trying to be buddy with everybody, it's like, no, like you don't get to just do something like this, deny it, and then move on and say, hey, man, let's just take a shot. Like, no, that's not really how that's supposed to play.
My issue with that was when you walked over to Rachel during the reunion, I don't need you to tell my wife she's doing a good job. It's not your position or place in life to walk over to her and tell her she's doing a good job. That's not your place. So I wanted to correct that. And then, with me, I just don't sit here and shake my hand if I feel that this is what's happening. I mean, you should be trying to, if you're a bro or a guy, right? You should be trying to convince me, hey, listen, this is not what's happening, guy.
Right.
Like maybe your information's mixed up. Let's talk about it. Let me help you unmix it up instead of getting so defensive and red and about it and, putting out threats. That's not going to make you react well.
How red does he get in real life? Like, this is my maroon shirt is the
That's a great question to ask. It's how red can someone actually get? I would say he's just as red as your shirt there.
This is actually a pretty close color, I think, now that I'm looking at it. I think this is like Louis red, Louis maroon. That's what we're going to call this from now on. Really
When we were doing the final episode, I was like looking, I was like, he's red. He's just so angry.
Oh, at the party?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was like off his rails at that party. Like, what the fuck happened there? Like, how did that get so out of hand? Is that just because of the Danielle conversation, or did Louis come in just like ready to go?
My opinion is he came in a little ready to go. He said hello to me twice for some odd reason that day. He walked in, said hello, did a loop around, and came back and said hello.
He looked extra ready to go, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. One of the greatest lines that day I'll never forget is Louis pointed at the city and told me he'll teach me how to make real money. I'll never forget that.
Pointed at New York?
He pointed, yeah, because Pauly's rooftop, you can see Manhattan. He said, see that city? I'll teach you how to make real money. I was like, oh. I don't know what it means, man. It's one of the greatest lines of the night for me, though.
Oh,
look at that city, John. I'll teach you how to make the big bucks one day, kid. You just
like it's like out of Goodfellas. It's like early on when early on in the movie Goodfellas is like, I'll teach you how to make money. You see that city? That's where you're gonna be.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm the young guy. I'm just sitting back cool, like, okay, yeah. I mean, what am I gonna say? Like, yeah, sure, teach me.
Oh my God, what an idiot.
Can you share what was in the envelope?
Production, the network, they know what's in the envelope. It was filmed. And I guess stay tuned, because if they choose to release it or however they release it, it's at their mercy.
Oh, so it has been revealed. We just didn't get to see it.
There is a part backstage where some of it was revealed.
Wow. Yeah, we always see those envelopes and we always want to know every piece of information that's in those things. I mean, it looked like Marge had one. Obviously, you had one. We see them across pretty much all over the Bravoverse. So we're always curious to see what's in those envelopes because they pop up so often and it's just so funny. But go ahead.
The weird part is with these envelopes, right? Like, you're on this set, right? It's my first time on this set, guys. I got this on. What am I going to do? Like, pull out every sheet and like sit there for 2-3 days? Like, it's also really not the right setting, I guess. You would have to almost, it's just a weird setting. It's really not the place for it.
Oh, and another thing I heard. Oh my God, another thing I heard, which I want to ask Jen Fessler about. Danielle told me at New York, Jen Fessler said, like to the other group sitting across from us, you guys didn't execute the plan correctly. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get on my motherfucking knees like I'm supposed to be. Hold on. I'm not getting on my knees for the reasons y'all probably think I'm not. What I'm getting on my knees for now is to pray to the gods or God or whoever y'all believe in for these bitches. Hold on. Sorry, Lord. cleanse my mouth. I am on my knees to help, or I want you to help these ladies get a storyline that's not plotting or trying to take down other housewives. Now, again, I'm not painting Teresa to be innocent because these bitches all do the same things. Can we get back to reality, like y'all focusing on your lives and businesses? Like, when did it become the Hunger Games in this bitch where y'all are trying to X bitches out? Y'all gotta meet up before the reunion to try to plot and plan how to take this hoe out. Maybe y'all been doing this from the beginning and it just has progressively gotten worse, but we are missing the plot of these storylines. Or hold on, not storylines. We are missing the plots to these shows. What happened to real life? Reality, businesses, and so on. I know Melissa got her 2 stores open, Envy or whatever the fuck she got going on, that Alibaba stuff, the fake stuff she be selling, the fake Chanelica. And then you got Miss Margaret, she be selling her stuff. She got her alcoholic, non-alcoholic beverages and so on. Dolores, what you got going on? Nothing. Who else is there? Teresa, I know she got a plethora of stuff going on. I can't even talk right now in this bitch. That's the devil trying to bind my tongue and get me to stop praying to make these shows better. But you will not win, okay? We will somehow make Real Housewives of New Jersey better again one day. Hopefully this prayer will be the reason why it gets better. But on a real note in this bitch, y'all need to cut it the fuck out and get back to the plot of these shows, which is reality and not these plotting and planning ass shit.
Like, so that means, like, so that confirms what Frank said. Oh, you heard that too?
I mean, you want to be deaf if you didn't hear it.
Oh, see?
Dolores, baby, you can play these other bitches and these fans and so on, but you're not playing me. Not that you're trying to play, but you are acting the house down as if you didn't hear this information before. What do you mean she yelled it? You knew what the fuck is going on. Your husband just didn't drop this bomb at this dinner, or not a bomb, but this information of this plan, whatever the plot plan, whatever the fuck the girls were trying to do, and he overheard. I'm pretty sure he told you before, so you sitting there acting like, oh my God, what? She yelled it, she said this, she did. Yes, and this is who you are friends with, somebody who plots and plans. Now, hopefully later in the season, we see you call some of these people out for plotting and planning instead of just doing it in your interviews and confessionals, because that's not cute. That's like confessional gangster. And you're too old for that. And I'm not trying to play you as if you wouldn't say these things to the girls in real life, but I'm going to need to see more of it. I'm not sure if they're editing you out, holding girls accountable, but I'm not seeing it.
He heard it too.
I think he was talking to Joey, maybe.
I would ask her why she
I am going to ask her, yeah.
Now, Teresa.
Yeah.
The elephant in the room for us right now.
Yes.
So, where do you guys stand? We see in the first episode, you're like, I don't even want to talk about her or to her, nothing.
Yeah,
she doesn't exist in my
she
life.
means nothing in my life. She really means nothing in my life. I wouldn't even know a person like Teresa Giudice, the person that she is now. Yeah. When I first met her, she had just come out of jail. She was humble, sweet, and kind. The person she is today, I would never want to know.
How did that affect you guys filming? Because we already have the Melissa-Teresa dynamic and Joe. We realize they're not talking. So, and then we also have you not talking. So what was that
it's
like?
fine. You know, what I'm hearing is the girls would always tell me that she was obsessing over me. She's going to drop some bomb. She's going to, I mean, she so obsesses over me. I could care less about her. Truthfully, I don't care about her life. I don't care about her and Louis. Like, if people ask me a question, I'll respond on it. But the truth is, to me, she's a non-entity. She's someone I would never want to know. I do feel that way now. She is not the person I met. And maybe this was the real her all along.
So you're really close with Jen Fessler.
Yes.
It appears that she is trying to kind of maybe have some kind of relationship with Teresa.
Yeah, I was a little shocked by that, I'm not going to lie, because Teresa's really not her type of person. And you do see in the first episode how she says, like, I'd have nothing to do with these people. And then acts like really nice to them. So I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
I think Jen Fessler does not like confrontation.
No.
And doesn't like anything negative with anybody. But you know, I know Jen Fessler. I was friends with her before she got on the show, and I know the type of people she likes and socializes with. And you know, some things are just for appearances.
Right. Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay.
Dolores, girl. I know you weren't just sitting here watching me say that was your husband in my last interruption, when he is really somebody else's husband. You fucking on a married man? That's what the streets are saying. I'm not trying to judge you, girl. What's happening here? Like, how you... Okay, hold on. Because I'm confused. How are you talking about getting married, or Paulie, the man that you is engaged to? Yeah. How, or not engaged to, I'm sorry. I'm getting my information all mixed up. The married man that you fucking on that wanted to get engaged, how is he talking about getting engaged when he's still married? When is that going to be cleared up? And why are we not seeing anything about that and you being upset about him still being married? Or maybe that did happen and I just fast forward past your scenes. But I don't really remember this being discussed too much, so... What's going on here? This is what I'm talking about. Y'all are plotting and planning and scheming to take bitches down, but we don't get to see what's really going on in y'all's real lives in this bitch. Because I could have sworn, didn't Joe Gorga have some legal issues going on? And I know that you can't really talk about legal issues to a certain extent, but why are we not seeing real life? Why are we not seeing real life? Melissa talking about she got a new house, moved into a new house, blah, 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 blah. I thought y'all just renovated the old house because people was eating it up online. Why y'all not honest? What's going on in this bitch? Enough, like I said, of the plotting and planning, and let's get back to reality. If you're broke, you're broke. If your house is falling apart, it's falling apart. If it's ugly, it's ugly. If you fucking on a married man, you fucking on a married man. I want to see what's going on and not these plots, plans, and schemes. Yeah. And also, I don't mean to be popping my tongue like Tamar. I just had a fucking... Not a wet mouth. That sounds inappropriate. I had a lot of spit gathering in my mouth. So it just made me do that. But anyways, to my point that I was going to try to make. Polly, what foundation you be wearing? Because your face really be beat the hell down. And I'm not judging. I'm saying like it's giving. You look good. It's just, it's really beat. So I'm just wondering like what foundation brand you be using. Fenty? Mac?
I mean, I don't want to talk now, but your husband went for my husband.
You talked about adopting Jaden years ago.
Rachel did.
Rachel did to me, yes.
Jaden's birth mother is saying that John is preventing her from speaking to or seeing Jaden. What's the story there?
Well, unfortunately, I think one of my castmates can provide more information because allegedly she was contacted because of Louis. And that was the information that I was told.
The birth mom was contacted
because there was information found about what prison she was in, where she was.
Louis tracked her down?
Had somebody track her down.
How did you find out that it was Louis's team that had tracked down?
I was told this by somebody very close to me.
Someone on the cast?
No.
Oh, okay. I have no idea.
Did she ever reach out to Jaden directly?
She has reached out to him directly, and he wants nothing to do with her.
Got it. Why would he be tracking down her biological mother?
I mean, watching the season back, it definitely makes sense. He's screaming a private investigator's name at us.
Look who's
Here's all
talking,
the-
who's calling the kettle black. That's all she does is to... Teresa, I don't hire you private live and investigators. breathe trying to
She doesn't
find
look for it. It kind of
information
it comes to you.
Oh, everything comes to you. Nothing comes
That's
to me.
your life.
I
She
don't
doesn't
hire
hire
private
people to live
investigators.
and breathe.
I don't have. I would never hire a private investigator. You don't have the money to.
So he has the money to hire people to hurt
Yes.
us. Great catch
Yes.
that you got
You know,
there.
it's
So
hard
all
to
you have to do
have
is have money to be more evil.
Yes, that's
okay?
what it is.
You need a little bit more money.
Desperate.
You started all this, Margaret. You started last season.
She didn't do that.
I didn't do
You
anything.
apologized to her, saying she did nothing wrong.
Trying to ruin his reputation. I think our husbands need to have a separate conversation.
No, they don't. 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 Didn't I say I don't want the husbands involved? No more scenes of the husband. I don't want no solo scenes with the husband. I don't want to see no husbands meeting up with other husbands. I don't want to see none of it. No husbands. Real housewives. Real housewives. I'm a man and I don't even want to see the man. Okay? No. I know that was a little bit dramatic, but like I said, I thought I was watching the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Not the Real House husbands wanting to hold a motherfucking tomato. Don't they have jobs to attend to? Why they never working? Why is Bill the only one ever working? What's going on? We see him at work and going to work. How come I don't ever see these men going to work? What do they do besides run their mouth?
Well, Louis was a gentleman, reached out to him. He wanted to clear the air before coming here. He's not here.
Yes, okay, and I'm happy Louis didn't show up. In my last interruption, as I said, this is not the Real House husbands of New Jersey. If they want to create a spinoff, I suggest Bravo go ahead and do it so I can get these men out of my face. What happened to the earlier seasons of the Real Housewives, where the husbands would just pop in and just listen to their wives go the fuck off about drama and not get too involved. This is too much, where you guys are wanting men to have solo scenes in this hoe. Maybe it's the fans wanting this. So, should I be going off on y'all? No. But Real Housewives of New Jersey needs to get it together and get back to the point of it being the Real Housewives. So, I hope they clear this up off camera and not in my motherfucking face. And also, if Louis came, y'all would just be gangbanging this bitch. Let's not play dumb. Y'all already are plotting and planning how to get Teresa out the fucking way. Which, I'm not trying to paint her as a victim, but let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all don't like Teresa and y'all want her gone. Clearly. And y'all want her man gone. So, if he showed up, it's clear y'all would probably gangbang him. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. But my point is, I don't want this to be, again, the Real House husbands of New Jersey.
Well, he had a business meeting. And first of all, should they? It's like a magic trick. Why should they talk here? John would have pulled them outside. Really? No, it doesn't work that way.
Girl! Like I said, I want the men out of my face. But if Louis were to come, John Fuda ain't pulling nobody the fuck outside. Why the fuck they couldn't meet up off camera or earlier prior to this party? He just wanted a motherfucking moment. When I say he, I'm talking about Miss John Fudiana. Girl, cut it the fuck out. And y'all know y'all would have been gangbanging that bitch. Joey Gorga, whatever the fuck his name is, Josephine, and John Fupa, whatever the fuck his name is too. The husbands, I shouldn't even know their names. They should just be mute. Like Casper the Ghost. I shouldn't just know them at all. I want them gone. Matter of fact, this is me pulling them out of my memory. Remove.
John and Louis are never going to be friends.
Okay, so if they never gonna be friends, then they don't need to meet up. They don't need to talk. What's the issue here? Why y'all in each other's face at this point then discussing this if they never gonna be friends? Fuck all this. Teresa, walk away, because I've had enough of this. What's the argument here? You don't like Miss Rachel and her sour nose, and she don't like you. And she's claiming that y'all husbands will never be friends. So, can we move on?
Gentlemen, they meet privately. What do you know about gentlemen? My husband's a gentleman. Teresa. Yes, Rachel. You don't know my husband. Gentleman. I heard he was the biggest drug dealer in Bergen County. Teresa.
Well, I'm not a convicted felon at all. So what they posted, they actually left out the bottom of it. So there's actually 2 more lines in that same exact report that says it was dismissed. So, like any other juvenile kid, all right, I got in trouble when I was a juvenile, got myself into a couple things, going to an adolescent stage, got myself involved in a couple things, fights and this and that. And someone took it, posted it, and left out the part where it says dismissed to paint a picture of me. I'm not a convicted felon at all.
I'm gonna go. We're cowards, leave.
Yeah, bitch, it's time for her to walk away. Y'all ain't talking about... Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you out of your name on Mother's Day. I'm sorry, girl. Miss Rachel, it's good for Miss Teresa to walk away because you know how she get down. I'm surprised she didn't bop you in your head. And I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying, again, y'all know how Miss Teresa get down. She's from Patterson, remember, in this bitch. But like I said, you said your husband and her husband will not be friends. They'll never be friends, is what you said exactly. And it's clear you don't see it from Miss Teresa. So, I don't understand why or what more you want Teresa to say or do at this point. Y'all don't like each other. Let's move on. Your husbands ain't never going to be friends, as you said. Let's move on. We don't need to see them meet up, as I said previously. Okay?
Oh my God, Candy. She wants to cut. She better not come for me. I will take that bitch down. I will take that bitch down. Hi. Yeah, hi. Double-sided dildo.
Ooh, Teresa, girl, you need to watch your mouth because you don't like when the girls come for you with information that they have dug up on the internet, plotting and planning, but yet you are doing it towards John Fupa because you just called him a double-sided dildo. And then you mentioned the drug dealing thing, which I'm sure maybe he brought it up to you to try to like relate because y'all both been in prison or something of the sort. I don't know. But again, I thought you didn't like these plotting and planning type antics, but yet you are using something that you found from the internet about him to shade him. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying that you don't like it when it's done to you. And you say, how do double-sided dildos work anyways? Y'all be doing like this. Shut up. John Buddha, you be doing like this. That's crazy. I'm not kink shaming. I'm just saying. I can imagine. Okay, I'm sorry. I just never thought that you would be double-siding dildos. Double-sided dildoing it up. Allegedly. Okay.
He's right here.
Who told you that?
Your ex.
Really?
It's out. It's out.
So you listen.
It's out.
Wait a minute. You listen.
Not you walking up on Miss Teresa. You are mine. Don't be walking up on her aggressively. No, I'm playing. I'm not going to play that card. But didn't I just say this is not the Real House Husbands? And I get Miss Teresa is saying stuff sour about him to make him respond. But there's not even a but. Teresa, you wrong. And John Fupa, you wrong for if you didn't want this double-sided dildo and drug information out, I guess you should have did a better job hiding it. No, I'm playing. But can I not have John Fupa in my face anymore after this episode?
Out on social media.
You listen to an inmate who's in prison.
We were both in prison, correct?
You're gonna let me talk?
Wait, you said that to
You're gonna
my
let me talk?
husband.
You're gonna let me talk?
Seems like Teresa and Jennifer don't mind sort of getting into the mess of what's happening on social media and rumors and stuff. Do you feel like they like, or I guess why do you feel like they're trying to weaponize the bits and bobbles they find on Twitter or through, you know, an investigation to get in touch with the baby mama? Like, I mean, just what do you think is the intention behind it? Is it to hurt you guys?
I think it's for relevancy. Is that a word? Did I just make that up?
No,
I
that's
think
a
it's to be, I think, you know, to just make themselves relevant because that's the name of the game, right? If you have no one to talk about or you have nothing to bring up or you don't have to, you know, she holds my husband accountable for the reunion. I don't know, which I don't understand. What, like, I don't get it. But this is like her retaliation. I don't know. It's missing the mark for me. That's just how I feel about it. It's a little lost in translation, but it's just kind of the little coinky dink, how everything that like, you know, we see on the internet is what makes it into our cast events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, she seems to hold John accountable for whatever happened at the reunion, but I do love that you and John are holding her accountable. Like, you know, John's out here able to joke about the double-sided dildo, and then you at Fessler's party, you're like, did you want to say what you said to John's face? Because, you know, he's right here. I feel like newer housewives would be not as ready to go up against an OG like Teresa. But I mean, according to John, she is a has-been. So like, did you kind of go into this season knowing you wanted to like have a moment with Teresa and address her face to face about this situation? Because at the end of the day, it's like, how long could you guys let her get away with it?
Look, if someone, whether it's Teresa, whether it was Dolores, whoever it is, right? If you come after my family, I'm going to defend them. I'm doing what anybody else would do. Like, I didn't go into the season thinking that that's what I would do. I definitely thought I was going to, me or my husband or both of us would be attacked for sure. That was definitely in the forefront of my mind. But I just think that it's to have a supportive husband in all of this and for him to like, just really be involved in a career choice that I made. I'm just grateful to have him by my side through all of it.
With everything that you guys have been through just as a friend group, Danny and I are curious. What were your thoughts when Teresa was cast on House of Villains? I was surprised that she would do it, that she would like claim the villain title. So like, what do you think?
Hustling for a buck out here in these streets. You got to do what you got to do.
Do you know what? Like, a check is a check is a check, I suppose. You know?
Yes. And with the trailer, with some of the teasers of what's unfold about the financially draining and everything like that, I guess, it's good to have some money streams always pouring in.
I mean, she took the title. I mean, I didn't take the first punch, as she says, right? So.
Boy didn't shop. Who? Where's your boy? Frank? No. Like Owl.
Girl, ain't no Al in this bitch. He's going who because y'all ain't putting a name on the person y'all are talking shit about. Y'all are grown men. I don't even know why y'all are getting scenes in the first place, but y'all are grown men not putting a name on it. So he's saying who? Who the fuck y'all talking about in this bitch? Obviously, he knows who y'all are talking about in this bitch, but he wants you to say the name. And Josephine, I thought y'all didn't give a fuck about Miss Teresa and her man, but you are steady wondering where the fuck he's at. Okay.
What are you saying? Say his name and I'll answer you. Where's Louis? He's asking. Oh, he's away in business. Surprised because he reached out to me and said he wanted to talk. Millionaires are very busy.
Ooh, the plumber wants to throw shade in this bitch. Okay, I see you, but what the fuck do you do? I know I called you a plumber, but how come I never see you plumbing or doing anything of the sort? The only man that I have seen going to work and doing work is Bill, Jen Aiden's husband. Now, he could call y'all bums and talk about y'all's jobs and so on because we see what he does for work. I would be here for it. But you bitches, I'm talking about the other men, y'all talk about all this money and what y'all do, but we don't. Why y'all never at y'all's job? Why we never see y'all going to work? And I know some of y'all are going to say, oh, we seen Josephine building houses and stuff. Ain't that bitch a slumlord? And didn't that bitch do his house so bad they had to redo it because people were talking about it so bad on the internet? And they're talking about they moved into a new house. No, bitch, you moved into a new renovated house because the last house or the same house you moved into was sour. And people, again, like I said, were eating it the fuck up. So I don't want to hear nobody make any shady remarks about anybody's finances or jobs in this bitch until we see them actually go to work. Okay, plumber?
I must be in the private jet somewhere. I had it confused. Right. So I thought we were going to talk today. So I was talking to him and he showed me that text. You want to meet somebody in person? A party's not a place to talk to them.
Yes, you better eat double-sided dildo up. You better eat double-sided dildo up. On a real note, I am happy for Dolores' man for clearing the room. I shouldn't even say her man because that's somebody else's man, allegedly. Yeah. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm happy that Paulie cleared the room because a party is not a correct place to have a discussion with somebody if you're trying to clear the air. And also, it's clear to me that, again, like I said earlier, you bitches would have been gangbanging and jumping upon Mr. Louis if he were to come because look how thirsty you guys are acting for his attention. Where's Louis? He didn't come with your boy, Who? If y'all want to meet with him, y'all have his number, y'all have his address, do that off camera. This is the Real Housewives, as I said. I don't want to see any more of the husbands too much intertwined in this bitch. I get that they're married to Real Housewives, but I didn't know that I was having to see men meet up with men and have solo. I'm taking it like I'm not a man myself. But the solo scenes with the men and the men meeting up and arguing and so on, it's no.
Oh, God. I'm going to tell you this right now, and everybody here. Remember 3 phone numbers from your phone, because if you ever go to jail, you have to remember phone numbers. And I couldn't remember a phone number. And the one number I did remember, I didn't want to call it.
A Real Housewives cast member arrested in Palm Beach. Luann de Lesseps of the popular reality show The Real Housewives of New York City arrested early this morning on the island.
Luann, you need to hire a lawyer. These are serious charges. You understand that?
The 52-year-old facing a number of charges, including disorderly intoxication and resisting arrest. De Lesseps allegedly slammed a door on an officer's face, kicked an officer, and said, quote, "I'm going to kill you all." De Lesseps appeared before the judge this morning, who advised her, as you heard, to hire a lawyer, as 3 of her charges are felonies. She was released, but ordered to be back in court in 3 weeks. Now, tonight, De Lesseps tweeted apologies, adding, quote, "This was my first time in Palm Beach since my wedding, and being here brought up buried emotion."
guys. I mean, I live here.
Yeah, let me
I
swap
live
cups.
here, and
No, just hand me yours for now.
I
don't wanna
please,
take her out of it.
please take this off. Please take this off, thank you. Because I can't even do it. Don't do this.
No, turn around. Watch her.
Don't do this. My purse is in my hotel room. I live here. Stop it. No, my. No, don't. Guess what? I don't. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Station. Oh, you make sure you're recording. Front.
Tell Kendall you want it.
Hello.
Oscar on to Oscar 21. Can you Roger 1020?
I'm having plans for belongings right now.
Since tomorrow I'll leave, I'll go up as you're coming down. Will you meet me in the lobby?
And where you're in the lobby.
50th floor, I'm upstairs. I'm heading down now.
And where? What do you want to see, a white or black female? White female?
Yeah.
I'm not happy about this.
26.
Can I get out of here, please?
Yeah, we'll go over there.
Please. Can I get out of here, please? I can't even deal with this. I just want to go home, please. Can I go home? I don't want to go. And it's horrible. Can I get out from here?
You want this stuff, or you
Yes.
want to get with your friend?
It's my, can I mean, I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna
Do you know what I
ask you-
mean? I'm good.
I'm gonna ask you again. Do you want
Yes.
do you want to take this with you to jail, or do you want to leave it with your friend?
I want to take it.
You want to take this to jail with you?
Why
You're
would
going-
I?
You're going to
Why
jail.
would I?
You're going to jail.
Why would I?
Okay. So would you
Why
like to
would
take
I?
it or not?
Can I get my hands out from
No,
this?
you cannot.
Why? They do this on purpose.
Oscar,
They do this. Yeah, of course they do.
Here.
Check out my one officer because his head's swollen right now.
No, but I want to know how I can help. I understand you have your phone.
Yeah,
But what about
no,
my
it's not that. It turns into battery. She hit a law enforcement officer in the head.
I
That's
know.
what it is at the end of the day.
So
what
your
you
friend
can
is
do,
hurt,
if
but
you
how
can-
about my friend is in the car?
She's in a car,
So
right.
how can I help my friend?
So you
You're
can
gonna
call
help your friend.
You can call. It's what it boils
do I
down to. It's
call?
black and white. It's the law, my friend.
I
Okay?
understand.
You need to call Gun Club.
Gun Club?
Gun Club, the jail.
Oh, I know what that
Palm Beach
is.
County. That's where you
That's
have to
off
call.
of,
And they'll let you know exactly when she's free to go. But
No,
I'm,
Gun Club is up on
Julie! Julie is trying to trap me for no reason. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. Done nothing wrong. Let me out. Let me out, please. Let me out. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. Let me out. I've done nothing wrong.
Here, let me fix this.
Please do.
Okay. Let me fix
Good.
it.
Please do. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
Relax. Stop moving your wrist. I can't take it off
Good.
if you keep
Please do.
moving.
I've done nothing wrong.
3, go ahead.
I'm not getting.
Oh, no, stay there. Relax.
I've done nothing, my love. I've done
Stand
nothing.
by.
I've done nothing wrong. Julie! Julie! Julie, get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. I've done nothing wrong. Done nothing wrong.
That's fine. Come here.
What?
Come here.
Good. Thank you. For what?
Yeah.
For what? Why? So why?
Stop.
Why?
Stop.
For what?
Stop.
What? No, why would you do that to me? Why would you? For what? For what?
Why was she on a
Why are
She
you
slipped
doing
on.
this to me?
Oh, hey,
I'll leave.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you
Stop
doing this to me?
resisting. Stop
Why?
resisting.
Why? 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 Oh my God! I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, big time. You're gonna be so bad. You're gonna be so bad that you've done nothing. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong, and you're handcuffing me. Guess what? What? I'm not getting into your car.
Okay, no.
I'm not getting in that car. I'm not. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I'm not getting in that car. I'm not getting. No.
She's
No.
gonna come meet up with
I got my shoes and my bag and my stuff. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm going to kill you. I'll kill you. I will kill you. For what? For what did I do? I did nothing wrong. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
She's buckling you, so you're
Don't
safe.
touch me. Don't touch me.
Can I go in my girl?
Sit back.
Done nothing wrong.
Watch your feet.
No. No. My friend is staying here. My friend. Don't touch me.
Listen to me. I'm gonna hard tie you if you don't stop. You understand what I'm telling you right now? Stop.
What did I do?
Leave your feet in the vehicle.
What did I do wrong?
Luann, just relax. Your feet in. Chill. Okay. Can I get, what can I do to help?
Where's my purse and my things and my things? Where's my purse? Where's my things? Where's my purse and my things?
Don't let anybody out until you have me downstairs. You understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, can I have a witness statement? I need a witness.
They're in there. I'll get them.
I want to sit with
Pull the whole box up.
Julie! Julie! Julie!
11 or 21 are able to respond and bring in the keys.
Julie! 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 Julie!
For more than 10 years, Real Housewife of New York City, Luann de Lesseps, has lived her life in the public eye, and how. We have seen her joys and her struggles, most recently with sobriety. On Christmas Eve 2017, police in Palm Beach, Florida, arrested Luann for disorderly intoxication, and she pleaded guilty to 3 misdemeanor charges, including battery and trespassing. Luann says her visit to Palm Beach brought up long-buried emotions about her ex-husband, Tom, who you know if you watch the show.
Hi, Megan.
You look great. You look amazing.
Thank you. It's great. It's great to be back.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel great, actually. But every day is a struggle. I take it day by day. I'm going to be 30 days sober tomorrow, so I'm celebrating.
Good.
Yeah. So, and I have this whole new life. What they say. I go to AA meetings and I follow up my treatment now that I'm back from rehab, and I take it very seriously. So, and I love the meetings, and I have a whole new family.
And
it just
a way of
keeps
supporting
me-
yourself.
Yeah, and a way of supporting myself, and so
can I
it's
ask you,
good.
so December you go down to Palm Beach, which is where that's where you and Tom got married.
Yeah.
It brought back bad memories. You had the incident with the police.
Yes.
You've apologized to the police officer. You've taken responsibility.
Mhm.
That legally has been wrapped up, except for some probation.
Well, I
you're
have to be on probation, which is, it's good because, I can't drink. And really at this point, I feel like I'm almost allergic to alcohol because, I can't be like most normal people and have a glass or two of wine. I'm like, I'll drink the whole bottle, and then I'm looking, where can I get another bottle? You know.
Are you sad that I'm leaving tomorrow?
Yeah.
What? Why?
I mean, I took Sophie to college, I took Adeline to college, and your dad took you. So it was my intent to come and visit you. And because of my mistakes. So sorry and humiliated, and that I disappointed you. Like, what kind of example am I at 59?
We're glad that you're okay and that no one was hurt and that you take accountability for your actions and you learn from them and you grow.
You said everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
What meaning did you find in all of this for yourself?
Well, I'll tell you, like a lot of people say, why didn't you go to rehab? Because I was offered a lot of free stays, but I chose the place where I went because, yes, and I openly admit, often I used alcohol as a coping mechanism many times in my life when there were things going on, and I was doing that, and you can see it in just my face and at the reunion last year, and the DUI happened, right after that. My kids were leaving. It was just a lot of stuff going on. Never an excuse for any of it, but I just. I just, for me, I don't even know. I'm all over the place, so I don't even. What was the original to take me back?
What the
meaning is? Yeah, and I mean, look, I don't want to take what happened to me lightly at all, and say like, well, God had a plan, because I could have hurt someone, and if I would have hurt Archie, who by the way was checked out and fine, and I wasn't fake walking him after the DUI either. I was going back to take accountability, but. I don't know how I would have handled it had I hurt somebody. So I'm so incredibly grateful for that. But I made a horrible choice very late in my life, and I considered myself a better example than that. And so I've got to make changes, and it has forced me to look at my life. And as I look at it right now, I have a lot of work to do. It's probably lifelong, but I feel good about myself, and I don't want to be in a relationship, which is crazy.
Really? Okay.
Because that's me. I'm like, if I'm not in a relationship, that's my purpose, and I have zero desire to. I want to have a relationship with myself.
Yeah. I think when people see that bloody shot, it's very jarring. What was it like for you to see that for the first time too?
Well, I didn't know I had taken it. I discovered it after the DUI because I had some head trauma, so I didn't remember everything. Like I kind of went unconscious that night. So I didn't even know that I had taken it. But it was a lot for me to see, and it's like, wow, all that can happen in a snap of a finger.
Well, you said like in 10 seconds your life changed.
Yeah. Well, all these things that had never happened to me at flipping 59 years old. Like, if you're like an immature teenager, you might get off by saying, yeah, I did that. No, I'm the freaking supposed responsible person at 59. Like, really horrible.
It sucks, but this happened for a reason.
Oh, no, God has a plan.
Yeah, he does.
I absolutely believe that.
It seems like you're taking more initiative to figure out why things have happened in your life and like why you keep certain people in your life when they necessarily shouldn't be there.
Yeah, kind of seeing who my true friends are.
Hi, puppy.
Hi.
Is your new puppy? Hi, guys.
Well, no,
Hi.
you guys had him.
Cute. I haven't seen you so soon.
You missed us though, right?
Yeah. Have a seat. Oh, wait, we have questions for you.
Okay.
Okay, the night at dinner after the finale.
Emily wanted to know what happened.
Alexis claims to have these videos of Shannon that John took the night of her DUI. Have you seen them? What
Well,
can
let
you
me
say?
clarify that. John didn't take these videos. These are Ring camera footage. So it's not like she's acting up and he took his camera out. That's not what it was. So he has security cameras inside his house and Ring cameras on the outside, and they captured her showing up to the house and what went down. And not to, there's a bunch of videos. It's not just one night. It's years.
I wanted to talk to you woman to woman. It just seems like it's getting dirty and it's getting salacious and it's getting mean.
There's nothing mean on our side, or the videos would be out already, wouldn't they?
He said you hit him. Yeah, I've heard that he says I punched him, but I don't remember everything. I don't know what I did that night. Everyone's saying that I punched him.
Bottom line is, Shannon, you were having a really difficult time. And then when you have alcohol, things get mixed up in your head and you make bad decisions.
When you see Shannon breaking down over these videos, do you ever have any regret about bringing up the fact that they exist?
Yes, I wish I hadn't. It was a very knee-jerk reaction. I was emotional, and I was kind of, what you don't see in that scene is I was a little frustrated at the women who are my friends, but they were bringing up Shannon a lot and talking about John a lot and asking a lot of questions. And I don't want to mention them. Like, I'm with the guy all the time. I don't need to talk about him all day too. But it does make it look like I do, because they're asking me questions, and then that's what you see. So I just snapped, and I shouldn't have, and they were never meant to be brought into this public forum at all.
I'm Karen.
Montgomery County Police.
I would rather.
Remember,
I
it
don't
is being
like
video
him.
and audio recorded.
I'd rather her not do a lot of talking at this point, anyhow, because she's probably a little bit upset after the thing. So she's.
Can I ask you where you're coming from tonight, ma'am?
She said she was coming from a friend's house.
Okay. Which way were you driving on Oakland?
Where you have?
Were you coming from Bradley?
You have it? I'll take a look.
Yes.
You're coming from Bradley?
Well, wait. So you see it? Yes. Thank you.
You were driving on Bradley or from Bradley? Do you remember the accident?
Yes.
Okay. What happened?
Actually, nothing really. Breaking me?
Yeah, it's just that somebody ran you off the road.
They did.
Someone ran you off the road? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember that vehicle at all?
No.
No, you don't? Okay.
Wait.
You
I
don't-
wouldn't listen to that.
I understand. It's dark out here. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Let me ask you.
He's okay. He's doing fine. For your license,
No, Ray, we don't need him to do anything.
Karen, hold it.
Karen.
I'm looking for your license, baby.
How much you drink tonight?
I'll give you my license if you
No,
want.
I was out, but I'm good.
How much have you had to drink, though? That's my question.
See if your license is in here.
Saying this week catch fire, right?
Not yet.
Bowles probably already put one on. He's right. Bowles is working on the acres report, so it's probably on there. If not, just have him at it.
Make sure he doesn't have it already.
I think Bowles does.
Somebody have the license?
I think so.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think Bowles, one of my...
All right, I'll check.
Can you answer everything for me first? Thank you, darling.
No, Edward, too. Karen, how much are you drinking?
No, I'm talk to my husband.
Okay, can I talk with...
Talk. Yeah.
I can't talk to your husband. He's not really involved in this incident.
Good.
He can help me translate or get you
No,
to cooperate.
He is.
Okay.
He is. You're okay.
How much you drink tonight? How much
Ray, are you good?
I'm good. I'm just saying, you know, they're assuming that you had more than you should have.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that you had like a couple of beers or something
Yes,
like that.
that's all I had.
But,
Okay.
you know.
You had a couple of beers?
So,
That's my assumption.
Okay.
I don't know for sure. I wasn't with her.
Okay,
but
that's why I'm trying to communicate with her.
Yeah.
What kind of beer did you drink?
Ray, were we good, sweetheart?
Yeah. I don't see your license here.
I think one of my...
Somebody got him?
Yeah,
somebody
I think
got
my
it?
coworker has it.
Because the bag was right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so-
we needed to write an accident report.
Okay.
It's okay.
So-
So, Ray, darling, what did
Yes.
you say?
I'm saying that you probably had a couple of beers.
Yes.
And you're coming back.
Yeah.
You said that you got run off the road. I guess did you hit the tree here or something?
It looks like she hit the center median, came across the median,
I
and then
did.
yeah, hit this tree as well,
Okay,
or one of the.
Dark,
Yeah.
or hit the median, or hit the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, can we pick my purse up, though?
It doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't. Sweetheart, can you speak to me, please?
Okay.
Hey, your car's on fire. Your car's on fire. Get away from your car.
My car?
Still smoking?
No, it's on fire. All right.
Right here, ma'am. Right here. Good favor, get a
Yeah, we're just gonna check you out. Yeah. Just check you out in the ambulance.
You want to walk? All right, we'll let you walk, and then we'll.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll walk. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Just keep going. I know. Do you need food from the car? I need my husband. All right. Let's get you in the ambulance.
I'm Officer Baxter County Police. Just let you know everything's being video and audio recorded at this point, all right? You can go.
No,
Continue.
it's not okay.
Well, it has to be.
Cut it off now.
I can't. You can go
You
with them.
can.
I'm not allowed.
I'm like this.
Right on this side. Yep. So you're holding your side. Has anything hurt there?
I said no.
Oh, I was just going to.
But you don't necessarily.
What's your name?
My name's Kyle.
I'm Karen. Thank you. They call me the Grandon.
The Grandon?
I don't know what the fuck that's about. And they call me that. Go ahead.
The what?
And they call me that. They call me the Grandon. I'm black, I'm Russian, I own the plantation of fun. You know I hate you, right?
That's okay.
Oh, wait. Can you take this off?
I can't take the handcuffs off. We gotta go inside.
Everybody's gonna hate you that way.
What?
Do you know who I am?
I don't.
You've
told me your name is Karen.
No.
Let me help you up.
No, I did not. Oh God.
That's what I
I'm lit.
Yes, you are lit.
Oh, can you?
That's why you're here.
No, not really, darling.
It is. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I don't want you to fall like you just did.
Can you hear me? I just thought.
I know, because you're drunk. Let's go this way, ma'am. Do I know who you are? No. You've asked me to watch the step. Thank you.
And I'm walking up the street. He has a timer on. He's good. And I'll walk up the stairs. And I'm not there.
Careful.
I'm just having a night.
Careful.
We're good.
Okay. All right, just stand right here for a second. What's that? Come inside.
Alex, what?
Karen.
Yeah. Thank you. No, this is such a fucking irritant. Poor wife will just let that shit go by. Do you want to listen? I wouldn't do it. I will rise up. I am who I am. So what do you want to ask me? Can we? I don't give a fuck. Do you want that black people?
I'm not asking
you. Do you want that black people?
Karen, I'm not
No,
asking
I'm
you.
really rich, and I will stay in jail for a year or two. Because you just want that like
What?
poor white, black, green people. You want that black people?
It has nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah, it does. It has everything. So
it
what's
actually
your
has
point?
zero to do with that. I don't
So,
get to make
I'm sorry.
how this happens.
Alright, it's not you. I'm sorry. I'm extremely
Computer's gonna read you.
I am Thomas Jefferson's concubine.
The computer's
and
gonna
I
continue reading the
have
phone.
the
All I
nation.
need
Your
you to do
point
is
is
listen.
what? No, what you need to do is tell me what you want.
All I need you to do is listen. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Can you not?
Huger is facing DUI charges tonight. Police tell us Huger was taken into custody just before midnight last night following a crash on Oakland Drive and Beeman Woods Way in Potomac. Police say it appears Huger drove across a median and then hit street signs. We did reach out to her management, and we are still waiting for a response tonight.
I'll say this to you. You do know your friend, and I can't wait for the truth to come out. Well, what is going on with that? Because you're going to court at some point, or did you go to court? You can read. We are going through a lot. And I can't blame him for any of it. And I don't, but I blame myself for not speaking up before now. I just need him to be there emotionally. So whatever he's capable of doing, I'm just asking for the emotional support.
Is A. Scott going to show up next week or at the next hearing?
We'll be ready to go. Everybody be ready to go.
How you doing, Mr. Huger?
Now, before I let you go, how's Ray doing? How's Ray and Raven?
Ray is fantastic. He's a handful. You're going to love. We are very real this season. So everyone's rooting for the institution, and it makes it. But not without reality. How did we get a donut?
She's an amazing customer, and she comes here all the time. And I just want you to know this woman has never had a drink here.
High five. Tell you not to wear a hat? Oh, yeah, but I couldn't let cardboard Karen beat the real thing.
Karen, Jazzy Karen.
Very nice
to meet you. The pleasure's mine.
Wendy, hi.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. All right.
This is your chair.
Perfect. At some point, I'll get rid of my crown. So the drinks are here. We have the Surrey County. Oh! We have the 61, and we have a little non-alcoholic Grand Dame.
Now, how challenging was it for you going into this season? Because we see you relive your tragic car accident. Was that tough for you at all, reliving that and sharing it with the ladies who are quick to judge without knowing your truth?
No, thank you so much. And I really love you said that because I listen to them, you know, I don't have a drinking problem. Let's be very clear. Very painful to listen to that.
Yeah.
You know, and their accusations, are you wishing me harm? Honestly, I'm hoping to win. When it all comes out, but I have to respect the law.
The ladies were asking me about you before you got here, and I told him that we got together.
Oh, we did.
And we talked, and they had questions for me, but I told them I would
Ask me the
allow
questions.
you-
I'm here.
Yeah.
None of us saw what happened, so I don't feel like anybody should cast judgment.
Exactly. We don't know.
Once we hear about it, people are going to judge.
How has the DUI impacted your drinking or your relationship with alcohol?
Honestly, I can't speak to that because that's part of the case.
You know, when I heard her say that, I legit was so unbothered. I was like, oh, okay. So you really, the Grand Dame, you know, you really setting the stage here. The bar's so high. I mean, who can't get a DUI? I think we all are capable of that. So I guess we're all Potomac. She has the mugshots, not me. So maybe that's the criteria.
Now, Karen had just said in a recent interview that there isn't
apparently a very tense moment with a couple of ladies this season that has not been teased yet. We haven't seen it in any of the trailers. Mia, when I say that out loud, what even comes to your mind? What could she be alluding to?
I mean, the tensest moment was her swinging around the tree, for heaven's sake. So she was talking about herself. I'm like, what moment? You and the deer, or like, you know?
Our actual trial date will be September 23rd, and we'll continue working on your defense before that. But that's where we are.
All right. Well, I feel much better about it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm exhausted, as you can imagine.
Understood.
No sleep.
Understood.
A reality TV star fighting drunk driving accusations will soon learn her fate. A jury is still deliberating on Real Housewives cast member Karen Huger's DUI charges. Fox 5's Lee Zhang live in Rockville tonight at the courthouse with the latest. Lee.
Hey, Kenneth, good evening to you. Yeah, 3 hours in and still no verdict from this jury. Now, during closing arguments today, the state made a point to say that this is what they called a very simple case for this jury. However, the defense argued the exact opposite, saying that in their opinion, this is a case that is filled with doubt. Now, for background, this all happened in March of 2024, that crash happening on Oakland Drive in Potomac on the night of March 19th. Karen Huger refused medical treatment along with a field sobriety test and a breathalyzer. The defense presented 2 witnesses today, including her cousin. He says he was on the phone with her when that crash happened. He testified that she did disclose some personal matters to him that night on the phone. But aside from sounding a little sad, he says he was not concerned about her driving. The defense says he is the most important witness in their case, as Huger's demeanor has been a part of the evidence presented. Police and an EMT testified that she was, quote, incoherent. They called her uncooperative on the night in question. There was also body camera video shown where her husband suggested that she, quote, probably had more to drink than she should have, to which she did agree on camera. Now, again, the jury has not come back with a verdict yet. We're about 3 hours since they were handed this case. We do know that just a few minutes ago, the judge did give this jury the option. They can go home tonight, come back tomorrow morning, and continue deliberating. However, they have chosen to stay until they reach a verdict.
To salvage our friendship. I do. Do you? Very much. Okay. You know, your friendship has always meant a lot to me. I want to salvage this.
I've been made to feel like I did something wrong, you know, sending a text to PK. So I said, I'm going to read this once, and that is it. And then Bo said something today that it made it seem like maybe it was something weird. So obviously, I'm showing it. I have nothing to hide. It says he makes a joke in April. The next text is not till the day you guys got separated. I said, I know you have a lot of friends. I'm also one. If you need me, I've never repeated anything you shared with me. That was just my way of saying, I'm a safe space if you need. I know he's not going to reach out to me if he needed to. He's got a million friends.
Regardless, you writing that to him, Kyle, in a separation when 2 people are separated.
And I'm not going to get to a point in my life where I am, you know, having to pull out my phone and because I'm an adult. That is what I wrote to him.
But now, if she has read the message to some people, I don't know why she can't read it to you. There is an innocent party. It is not Kyle here. In this situation, something was going on, and she didn't want to reveal it.
I mean, can you imagine if we're sitting there and then someone says, put your phone down and let's read this message?
You? No, I am not doing it.
I mean, are we in school? And we're
Well,
the
first
principal's
off, who are
office?
you? You need a warrant to open my phone.
And does that mean you're hiding something?
Maybe, maybe not. It's none of your business.
I also think it's suspicious that when we were talking about it at the Viper Room, she didn't want to show anybody a text.
There's nothing inappropriate going on between PK and Kyle. I have to say that. But I have to. I have to get that off my chest because I feel like people are going to try and squish this in a
Well,
box.
that's what I was also thinking, which is why I was getting more offended. I'm like, are they trying to say that this is inappropriate? I mean, that is so ridiculous.
The thing is, PK and Jareed are going through a separation. Mauricio and Kyle are going through a separation. It can't be as it was. It can't be like, oh, PK sends the funny memes and, you know, we have that jolly relationship. Because obviously it's disintegrating the foursome as a friend group is disintegrating, so things are different, so you need to rethink what's appropriate.
I have no problem, not, sending any memes to PK. I'd already said that to Garcelle and Sutton. I just thought, wow, they're just not going to let this go. I wasn't thinking about choosing sides, at that state of your relationship. I didn't know anything. Never said anything bad about you, and I certainly would never talk badly about you to PK in 1,000,000 years. I hope you know that.
Have you talked to them?
I have spoken with them, yes. They're good. They're jammy, they're in the bed now.
Oh my God. Mia. I'm gonna take care of it, okay? We're gonna handle it.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think you're a big girl and you can handle yourself. But at this point, as your friend, my concern is your children.
Okay, so we're good. Okay. Let's just relax now. They're good.
Yeah, I feel like I just need a shot of tequila.
You do have full custody, right?
Yes, I have full custody.
So I've been in the same situation, and I showed up with the cops.
Okay.
I had them meet me where my child was, and it sent a clear message.
Okay, so they're there right now, and they've been there all day. Okay. We couldn't get in contact with Gordon. He wasn't answering his phone. We called and she didn't answer, so Mia's just kind of freaking out, having a panic attack.
Really tired of being under a microscope for what I do on my social media, and my life is really kind of wild and crazy, but I am at least being authentic and telling my story.
We deal with him differently. PK was pouring alcohol on his. It got very, very, very toxic.
There was so much subtext happening at the last reunion. When you said that you were better than ever with PK, I got the sense that some other people in the room weren't buying it. And I wonder now, were you better than ever, or were you putting on a brave front?
No, we were better than ever.
You were?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's weird how that happens, where you're at a high and then all of a sudden it's a crash, and it really is triggering.
Wow. Well, people think that, I must have not been telling the truth. Andy, he had just gotten sober. He was 4 months sober.
Okay.
And when that happened, things were fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, they really were.
Right.
That doesn't mean that all of our issues that are buried there, won't resurface.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what happened. It's not one thing. There was no catastrophic event. No one cheated on anyone. A week ago, there was a moment, and it was over nothing, and one thing led to another, and we sat down like two very mature adults who love and care about one another, and mutually decided that taking some space and separating is the best thing for us.
Is it like a temporary sip, or are we just taking it day by day?
We're taking it day by day, but we are separating.
Okay.
So there's no time on it, but there's work to do.
Feels like super real, and I didn't expect to react like that. It's like I was fine this morning. Yeah. And then.
Hey PK, how are you doing? I'm so sorry to hear about you and Dorit. Can I ask how long you guys have been separated, or if you are staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel? Thank you, PK.
You've been through a big day today. I've been separated now nearly a year, and I've recently, moved out. During this process, you're going to have hard days, you're going to have easier days, there's going to be days that you wake up and you're going to just be miserable. I've kind of learned how to enjoy the journey versus looking for a solution.
What is the current status with you and PK?
Things are good. We are friendly and we're communicating, and things are status quo.
No, you are not divorced.
No, we're not.
You are separated.
Yes.
And divorce is not in process.
No, and nor is it even a topic of conversation.
Oh my God!
You I did my vocal
warm-ups today. You look so pretty.
All right.
Hey, Boos.
Yes. That was a love song. I know a love song when I hear one.
This is a love song, but for me, how it spoke to me is like a falling out of love song.
Well, I think it must be very healing for you, though, since it's, about your life, about your Ralph.
Me telling you where I am, what does that solve?
If there's an emergency or anything that happens, I should know where my husband is. We all thought you were downstairs. I got you dinner. I'm banging on the door. How do I not know my husband left the house? And then my mom is here seeing it all, and it's just crazy. Like, that stress that I just don't need. Like, you can just say, hey, babe, I'm leaving. I don't even ask you, like, where you going, babe?
If you had 2 or 3 goals for your relationship, like the things that are most pressing, what would they be? And I'll start with you, Drew.
Transparency, genuine love for Josiah, my 9-year-old, more peace, less anger.
Are you okay, though? Do you think that you're in a stable
you see
state?
me. I feel like sometimes I have a breakdown. Sometimes I need a hug. Sometimes I need to just talk. We started marriage counseling together, but then out of nowhere, you just stop.
You asked me, I said, look, this is why I'm going here.
Where did you stay?
I stayed in a hotel. What do you mean?
In a hotel. What's the name of the hotel?
Yo, your details, the things you want are stupid details.
What? No, it's not stupid. I don't know who you were there with. Like, I don't know
I didn't go there
nothing.
with anybody.
How do I know?
We'll prefer to probably use this night as an opportunity just to enjoy each other's company, and we can leave everything else for marriage counseling.
Okay. So you don't feel like we should be able to like communicate?
I set this up with no expectations. If you value this, it's fantastic. If you don't, fantastic, you know?
I value it. You have made me feel special. This is going deep.
One of the things that I even feel with marriage counseling is it's just a difference in experience in general, I think. Sometimes you get to a certain point where you need to really like focus on the actual work and you need to start applying it. And I feel like sometimes with counseling, it's just, all right, this topic, now you got this issue, but that's gonna get us divorced.
We're not even sharing the same space. So very disconnected.
One thing that I've learned about the two of you is you absolutely love one another. What's unfortunate, though, is at this point, you're just really disconnected.
Yeah, me moving out the bedroom is me actually getting to a place where I'm comfortable.
How does that feel?
Alone.
News of Ralph and Drew's divorce rocks Atlanta.
I was completely shocked, simply because of, at the end of the finale of the piano lesson, she brought Ralph up there to celebrate with us for his birthday. His birthday was the same day as the finale for the play. So they came to New York and we all had fun, and you know, I was excited to see them. I'm thinking everybody is happy. I'm not knowing that there was something deeper going on.
To be very honest with you, I was beyond shocked to hear the news of the divorce, because at the party, y'all, they looked like they were so in love, they were so happy. Like literally at one point during the party, so they come in together, right? And it was a whole vibe, and she was like all sexy for him and stuff. Like it felt like, you know, like that Beyonce, Jay-Z, that Bonnie and Clyde vibe. It was really sexy, really fun. And I was like, oh my, I was happy for them. Yes. So I could not believe like a week or two later that the news, you know, came out that they were getting a divorce. I was like, I didn't see it coming.
And the next time I saw her, I was at the photo shoot for Housewives, and we were quick in and out, but you didn't mention it. And then the next day I saw it online. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't know any of that was going on.
Because you'd filed before the gallery, like the day before the gallery. You filed, you went to the gallery shoot.
Yeah, but she didn't mention it.
I didn't. I had a moment, you know, where I broke down or whatever, but for me, I was just trying to get through the day. You know, it was a struggle for me, but I was like, let's get through the day. I'm not trying to hold up nobody's time, because like once I spiraled, it's like I couldn't, even when I did in that moment, they were trying to clean up my face, like just stop, let's just get through the day, you know? So that was the mission and why. And I really didn't know how to talk about it. It was almost like happening faster than I could process it. Mm-hmm. And I almost at sometimes wanted to tell myself like it wasn't happening, or something was gonna change and we were gonna stop it. So it was just like, I'm a private person too, like to certain degrees. Like this, I just felt like until I'm ready to talk, until I can talk about it and really process it, I was just trying to deal, you know, so.
I just never want to see a marriage, especially, you know, a Black family, a blended family, not make it. They were really trying, they were in counseling. I thought that things were getting better, and then to see that they didn't make it, it was sad.
A rumor starts to circulate after Drew and Ralph's divorce news.
I don't really have my ear to the streets like that, so I wasn't hearing a lot of rumors. I mean, obviously I know the stuff that they go through that we've all seen, you know, like they've struggled with, and the gaslighting, all that kind of stuff, but I was literally shocked.
There was a lot of rumors out there.
There was a lot of
rumors out there.
You know, me and Sheree here was in the street.
Yes, y'all do.
I try to come to you as my husband and say, babe, this is how I'm feeling. You never acknowledge my feelings. You never do right by me.
So are you saying I haven't given you a? Have you saying that I haven't given you a great life, Drew?
You talked about my mom. You talked about my dad. You banned my sister. You isolated
Drew, we all
me.
banned your
You
sister.
did not claim JoJo on your petition. You constantly ice me out. You constantly throw dirt on my name. I know when everything happened, Kenya was reaching out. I feel the love and support, but I kind of go into a shell.
Shut up. Yeah. Bitch, shut up. Bitch, shut up. Bitch, shut up. Yeah, yeah. Bitch, shut up. Bitch, shut up. Bitch, shut up.
What the fuck they mean? They talking making scenes. Just don't say shit to me. It ain't no in between. They say a lot to be the topic of computer screens. They think that that's gonna make me stop, bitch, that's a stupid thing. Bitch, shut up. I don't care. Bitch, shut up. Over there. Bitch, shut up. Everywhere. Bitch, run up. Body slam. And replying to your comment, bitch, cause don't nobody care. I just looked up at your following and ain't nobody there. Bitch, shut up. 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 I like it when you fuck with honey.
happy I could die. First class in the sky, real high, so happy I could die right now. First class in the sky, real high, so happy I could die right now. First class pussy shit so bum.
It's about me, I.com. I need a big dog. First class pussy shit so bomb. I need a big dick. It's about me, I.com. I need a big dog. Want to get nasty, no rom-com. Need a big dick and mad explosion. Sweet like candy, sucking down. I wrote the big dick, stole the king down.
Naughty, super naughty, fly me first class in the sky, real high, so happy I could die.
Want to get nasty, no rom-com. Need a big dick and mad explosion. Sweet like candy, sucking down. I wrote the big dick, stole the king down.
First class pussy shit so bum.
It's about me, I.com. I need a big dog.
Ooh, what do we have here? You better live it up. 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 I know a Strappiana when I see one. Ooh, get the strap. You better live it up. Get the strap. You better live it up. Dyke, dyke, dyke. Dyke, dyke, dyke. You better live it up. I know a Strappiana when I see one. What do we have here? Dyke, dyke, dyke. Dyke, dyke, dyke. You better live it up. 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 Get the strap. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wikiana. I got your wig, ho. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wikiana. I got your wig, ho. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wikiana. I got your wig, ho. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wikiana. I got your wig, ho. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wikiana. I got your wig, ho. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wikiana. I got your wig, ho. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wikiana. I got your wig, ho. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wikiana. I got your wig, ho. You're mad.
because you get nothing else from me today. Goodbye. Don't make me call Portia.
Bitch, better move, don't make me call. Bitch, better move, don't make me call.
Things that I had were bothering her. The fact that I had a Rolls Royce, the fact that I was living well. Maybe she was just curious or admired me. But I definitely wanted to kind of stay back. So we move forward, we go to Puerto Rico. And once I got attacked by her, that's when I knew we were at a point of no return.
Bitch, better move, don't make me call. Bitch, better move, don't make me call. Bitch, better move, don't make me call. Bitch, better move, don't make me call.
Don't make me call Portia.
Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? 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 You're so upset. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.